It's a consequential game. The Lions already have 3 losses, one more than they had all of last year. They had the 1 seed last year, and what did it do for them? Nothing, because they lost in the division round. That bye week may not be a good thing. Hey, the Lions have lost their last 2 games coming off of a bye week. They lost to the Vikings at home. They lost to the Commanders at home. Maybe the secret to this team is suit up every week. Keep going every week. Keep pushing. Maybe the 1 seed isn't ideal for the Detroit Lions. They got a lot farther the year they had to play every week. They had the 49ers down 17 points in the second half of the NFC Championship. That's how far they went. So not that they're going to try to lose this game. My point is maybe they are better off if the way this shakes out, they don't close the gap they currently have with the Seahawks and the Eagles and the Rams, all of whom have only 2 losses, and the Lions sit there with 1. So, and, you throw in this whole thing with the offenses. Like, look at how the Lions offense was clicking on Sunday. And look at how the Eagles offense was sputtering on Monday night. And you wonder how much of an identity the Eagles are going to have. And you wonder how much of an identity the Lions are going to have. And if Campbell keeps calling the plays, it's simple. Get the ball to Jahmyr Gibbs and get the ball to Jameson Williams. That's it. Sometimes football is complicated. Sometimes it's simple.
Right.
When you have great players, get the ball in their hands. And if you do that enough, you're going to score enough points to win games.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I watched that film thoroughly on Monday evening or Monday late afternoon. Right, the Lions change up their offense. That was the closest it looked like to being Ben Johnson, old Detroit Lions offense that it's looked all year. Way more shifts and motions. Way more sets with 3 receivers on the field in the football game. They ran the ball out of the 3 receiver sets. You said it right. They made an emphasis in Jameson Williams, if he was one-on-one. It's like they told Jared Goff, hey, if he's one-on-one, throw it to him this week. Like, stop the bull crap. Just throw it to him. And then they called a number of plays, especially play-action plays, where Jameson Williams was the number 1 read. And it makes their, you're saying it right. It makes their team different when Jameson Williams involved. They're scary as hell. They're scary as hell to begin with. And that's going to be the awesome thing this week, because this ain't the Commanders' defense. That's the first thing. The Commanders stink on defense. Their scheme stinks. Their coaching stinks. The players aren't good. This is a different animal. This is a Philadelphia Eagles defense that's going to just continue to climb the ranks as far as one of the top defenses in football. I think they're 18 right now. They're just going to get better and better, Mike. They're healthy. I mean, that's the big thing. You saw it the other night and what they were. I don't know. When they took the field against the Green Bay Packers, I was literally there next to my wife going, oh, my God, look at Philadelphia. When they lined up and it was Nolan Smith and Jalen Phillips on the edge, and it was Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter at the front 4, my man crush. I was like, oh my gosh, the Eagles are unbelievable. I mean, look at their freaking football team. I think Quinyon Mitchell at corner, right? What can he do? He's the kind of guy that can match up with Jameson Williams. Quinyon Mitchell's becoming, if not already, the best corner in football. He's up there in Patrick Surtainville as far as island corner, I can shut you down. And now with the front 4, and then Cooper DeJean and Vic Fangio's defense and how he calls it, that matchup right there to what you're explaining, and then Dan Campbell taking charge of the offense, and it's certainly looking more creative and more bells and whistles and everything to go along with it. That's the part I'm most excited about in the football game, that little X's and O's part of it right there.